No, because I'm a Protestant.
Look at this bunny lass giving away the leprechaun's gold. Don't you know?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me. Technical assistance. Just grab it.
Yeah, just grab it.
Can you hear me now? No.
No.
Can you hear me now?
What?
Hold the mic right
up to your mouth.
Eat the mic.
Okay, why I'm here is I've been participating in Relay for Life, which is for American Cancer Society. It's a really fun event, happens June 1st. We're looking for teams. I'd love to see the Santas come out and get their steps, work on your health, and enjoy the day. We memorialize those we've lost to cancer, celebrate those who have won the fight, like some of our Santas I think are in that grouping, and they feed them the whole day. We have a great time. We're also looking for volunteers. I've heard they're going to be releasing butterflies on the caregiver lap, so I would love to see some Mrs. Santas come out to the track and be volunteers for this great cause. So if anybody is interested, please get my phone number, give me your phone number, and I will keep you in the loop. So anybody willing to walk for cancer? Santas, let's get a team together. I don't have relay flyers today with me. I'll be at your next meeting and have some flyers. This is, I have a team called Lifelong Friends, and we're going to get together for pizza on Sunday the 24th in Fullerton at Top Class Pizza. So I have flyers for that. And then some throwaway flyers from the Salvation Army who does silver sneakers, another way to get some exercise in. So anyway, I'm your public service announcement today. Thank you for listening.
That's June 1st at Buena Park High.
June 1st.
June 1st. And how did you throw your voice like that, Sound Bob?
Practice. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. It's practice.
Keep it up.
He stuck his head around the corner up there, got pictures of the Santa.
Okay, if I can have your attention, we're going to go ahead and start with the meeting. They are bringing the drinks. They've taken orders. I'm not sure if everybody has had the pleasure. Okay, so that'll be happening, but we'll go ahead and start the meeting. If I can have everybody stand. And behind me is a flag. So if we can remove our covers or caps, say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you guys. That was awesome.
And invocation.
Okay, if we could remain standing, do I have you volunteer for the invocation, please? The invocation or prayer?
Senator Ted Tardy, you want to do the invocation?
Sure. Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us all together today. Just let us have a good meeting. Everybody have a good meal. We pray for the people in New Zealand. They've lost so much. And we just want you to be with all of us and you to be with all of them. Give us a safe trip home. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Thank you, Santa Ted.
I gave you the card, right? Thank you, Ted.
So, along with Ted saying the invocation or the prayer, thank you for setting up today's arrangement here. So, with that is most of the people we recognize, one and all. We do have one new person. Three. Okay, so Craig, would you introduce the people that you brought, or you know?
The people I brought?
Well,
I didn't bring anybody.
Okay.
He brought himself.
Okay.
Go ahead, stand up. Well, I did last month. Okay, do it again. Do it again.
Hi, my name is Dan Morgan. I was invited by Craig. I was here last month. So this is meeting number 2. Next meeting, I actually get to join you.
Fresh meat! Watch out for Rick.
My name's Greg Clancy. It's my day tomorrow. I'm from Burbank. We don't have a chapter up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working on it.
So this is my first time.
Wow.
I'm excited to talk to people about I'm picking their brains.
Well, the guy sitting right next to you can't spare any, so. On the other side,
So
I mean to him.
are you, right, don't be mean to Santa David King. Are you Greg with a G?
With a G.
Okay, and that's Craig
Craig.
with a C. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Couldn't even afford that little ledge on top of the seat thing right there.
He's on the list.
Okay, if I could have Santa Pete stand up a minute. We're going to do the baseball in an open meeting session. So, are you going to be Orange County or are you going to be Imperial Empire?
Orange County.
Or both.
County.
Thank you. Is this your first meeting here?
First meeting here.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, most of our members are joint chapter members, so we have a lot of members of both chapters.
Peter ought to announce that he's also the go-to guy for the Angel thing.
Right, we'll get to that very shortly.
Okay, so with that in mind, we would like to move on to a sunshine report. Do we have one?
She's not here.
The sun's out.
All right, who's got a birthday in the house?
Diva!
Me? Really? Nobody else has a March birthday? Belongs to you, girl. Well, in that case, you don't have to sing. But who has an anniversary in our house? Nope. We are only celebrating me this month?
That's enough.
Oh, wait. And St. Patrick's Day. Sorry, and St. Patty's Day.
Okay, it's a miracle in a room full of saints. It's a miracle, so join
Why did
me.
you say something?
Who is it?
When's your really?
Ted has an
You hear me,
anniversary?
Casey? When's your birthday?
It was last Friday.
What day is that?
That's yesterday. Next meeting.
Okay, please join me. Please join me in singing happy birthday to Ted and Diva. And hold it. Yeah. Hey,
Yes, I'm doing that.
Diva, don't be stubborn.
I just did a picture.
Senor Claus offered to help you.
So I'll face you two.
Senor Claus, she's refused less help than you just offered.
Next
I agree.
Wednesday.
Okay, listen, Diva, quiet for a moment. We're going to sing happy birthday to you. Thank you. Everyone, join us. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Diva. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, so with that in mind, Santa Claus is passing out the treasury report and next month's flyer for the location at Rodrigo's, formerly Don Jose's. So, if we could go ahead with the treasurer's report.
I need your face.
All right. All right, guys, we've been asked to keep it down in here, not the first time, by the way. So we'll have to lower the volume on the amplification, and then we'll appreciate your cooperation in moving forward. One more question, special request before we move on. We've been asked to have everyone wearing a kilt in the room right now to stand up and be recognized. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, you have to take more than 5 steps right now. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Clan Claus.
I think they should
Okay.
we should put a couple of shopping carts and a flagpole and this is down. Thank you. Sorry, Mr. President.
Plan my cash.
We asked them what's worn under the kilt.
Not a problem with that. So,
My next
Bob,
going to be a fire.
are you ready for a treasurer's report?
U.S.
All right, everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes, where you went on the agenda.
Treasurer's report. As noted, we had
Treasurer's report.
$120 going in the last month, and we picked up $126, and it's just kind of self-explanatory. We went on down and we now have 29 members that have paid their dues. That has increased since a couple of days ago when I made this out. So now we have $410 in the bank and $146 towards our Christmas charity. Down at the bottom is something that should have been out last month. That's an accounting of our breast cancer angel donations for last year. Is there any questions? I hope it's self-explanatory.
I move to accept. All in favor? Aye. Got it.
Voted unanimous to accept it as is.
Okay, motion's been moved, made and seconded. Call the vote, Mr. President.
The vote has carried unanimously.
Thank you, then.
So with that, I was going to ask if anybody or everybody had read last month's meeting minutes. So there is a motion to accept or amend as is.
Move to accept the meeting as distributed.
Second.
Okay. Motion seemed to carry unanimously. So with that, we can go into old business. For the upcoming events, I do have the Santa reunion for 20.
Everybody exchange numbers so you can talk after the meeting.
Hold the mic closer, we really can't hear you.
Well, it's because of a lot of people talking.
We had to turn it down, so you guys, please listen.
Okay, here's the other reason. They just wanted to seat another 11 people here, so we need to get our meeting done in case they want to do that, because we're not going to be able to hear otherwise, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
So if
President.
we can go ahead with, the motion has carried for the accepted minutes for February.
Motion made and seconded?
Yes, and unanimously
And
accepted.
unanimous, okay, thank you.
Okay. So with that, moving on for the old business, because we're going to do these yearly reunions. So I do have 2 people from San Diego, the Vice President, newly elected, Glenn Bailey, that has a pitch for the reunion, and then I have Miss Jacqueline Balo as well. So if we could have either of you.
Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's doing fine and was wearing their green. Casey, can you hear me back there? Casey.
No, he's talking.
Casey. If you can't hear me back there, I want you to let me know, because don't want to be over to everybody. Okay, my name is Glenn Bailey. And my wife Jacqueline is here. We're heading up the community. I wish you guys. We really want to. We want to make this quick, but we can't do it if anybody's talking out there.
Thank you.
I hate to sound like a 3rd grade teacher, but let's get this over with, okay? Anyway, the 2020 Santa reunion will be coming up in January of 2020. And if there's anybody out there who is not getting the information through some email strand please either contact myself or Jacqueline so we can let them know, okay? Another thing, I've got the privilege of heading up the workshop committee, and I'm always looking for ideas to help make that portion of the reunion even better. So how many Santas out there I miss it, where last year was their first year or they're new to Santaing?
Well,
we always have several guys. So we want and need your feedback, what you would like to see for workshops. There's nothing more frustrating than to put out the call, hey guys, give me your ideas, what you'd like to see in a workshop or not see anymore of, and let us know so that we can plan accordingly. So, and then it always happens, and Rick knows this, he's been there, then the people come up and say, well, why didn't you do it this way? And I'm saying, you know what, why didn't you respond and help us out when you had a chance? Because this is your reunion. We're doing it to benefit all the Forbes and all Santas everywhere.
Here, here.
Anyway, Jacqueline, you want to add anything? Oh.
Yeah, we are having the reunion at the Dana on Mission Bay in San Diego. It's a fabulous location you don't want to miss. We've already got a lot of fun stuff planned. We've been working hard since last August. There is a website, it's csdsanta.com, SEASDSanta.com. I only have 2 pages up right now, but as more information comes along, we'll have it. But you can go to it, just click on a link that goes to the hotel, you get your registration for the hotel done now. Think ahead, plan ahead. We've already got a lot of people signed up. It's going to be a lot of fun, so we don't want you to miss. And yeah, we're open for ideas. As Glenn said, we're open for suggestions, so give us some feedback anytime you want. My email is on the website. All right?
Brochure.
Thank you.
Do you have brochures with you? Okay, cool. All right.
Yay,
Thank you, San Diego and the Baileys.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, with that, we'd like to go into new business. So we would like to talk about rules and dues. Bob's already touched on that for the treasurer's report. So any questions about the dues efforts for male and female, Mr. and Mrs. However, and with Mrs. when you pay, you're a voting member. So any clarification needed?
Just to expand on that really quickly, applications can be taken simply by visiting the SOTAC website, santasoftheoc.org or .com. There's a button to join us, and it'll take you to the application form, and we will take your dues at the same time.
Okay, thank you with that. So, upcoming elections. So, obviously, we're not going to vote for president, vice president, treasurer, and or secretary today. It appears to be a next month's effort. Last month, when Rick gave the speech before we closed, I have no objections of running for president and vice president. I enjoy talking to everybody. Some of you get cards from me through the mail. I do not mind that. I like to communicate. So if there's anything that people would like, and we're going to open it for the election committee nominations today. So please give the thought today through next month's election a serious thought. It is fun, it's pleasurable, and we do a lot of good things for the Orange County chapters. So I personally love being associated. So if needed, I will serve as president or vice president if there's anybody who wants president. So.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Before we go on, I'd like to recognize the Elections Committee, the Nominations Committee. The volunteers that we had last month when we offered or asked were Bob Callahan, Ted Tardy, and Diva Claus. Thank you to all 3 of you guys for filling in here. This month, we will be opening the nominations. We will be taking nominations from the floor, and then we will close the nominations until next month. Next month, we will reopen the nominations from the floor, and then close the nominations and conduct the voice vote. Again, this will be the first year that all members are voting for the chapter officers. So, congratulations. Bob and I will be making sure that we have our roster up to date so that we know exactly how many voting members we have next month. We may even initiate some voting protocols and issue ballots to registered members. So, in fact, that sounds like a practical protocol as I flesh it out even before you. Because everyone who will be at the meeting next month may not have completed their registration process at the chapter level, we will be updating the roster so that at next month's meeting, we will have a fixed roster of voting members, and we will accept votes from those members. So between now and next month, make sure you go on the website and complete your chapter registration so you can participate in the elections next month. Now, I hand it back to the chapter president as I repair the equipment.
Rick, I think they might be calling back.
Okay, go ahead. I just turned it down again.
Okay. With this, Santa Ted has said that he is willing to run as president, so I would accept vice president if people need it. That would just be great when the vote happens if we don't have anybody else taking a position request. So for the election committee, Santa Ted for president, Santa Jim for vice president, and then secretary and treasurer.
Are you also nominating for president? Okay. Ted, you are on the nominations committee, and you are nominating yourself to run for president and or vice president. And Jim Long, and by the way, Ted Tardy is our current serving vice president. He's our currently serving vice president. He is offering to maintain that office, and he's also making himself available for the office of president. Thank you. We also have our current serving president, Jim Long. And by the way, can I say, this gentleman right here was recruited fairly heavily to be the treasurer for the San Diego chapter, one of our most vibrant and active chapters in Forbes. And he chose to continue to focus his service and his available hours with our chapter in Orange County. So I'd like to recognize his special effort to continue to serve with us. And having said that, I want to remind you guys that he is also accepting the nomination for president, and he's accepting the nomination for vice president. So both of those offices are open, or have two stated declarants, candidates, thank you, right now, are there. I guess we should open the presidency for further nominations from the floor. Current nominations are Jim Long, incumbent, and Ted Tardy, incumbent vice president. Do we have any other nominations for the office of president of the Santas of the OC?
Come on, guys.
Okay, we will consider the office of president closed until we reopen next month. The office of vice president, current serving, Ted Tardy. Current president, Jim Long, has also offered to stand for that election. Do we have any further nominations for the office of vice president of Santas of the OC from the floor? Yes.
What it involves.
Sure, absolutely. At the chapter level, the obligations are fairly minimal. Senor Claus has asked me to hit the highlights once again. Basically, the president is responsible for running the meetings. It's his job to show up and officiate the meetings. And the vice president is to stand ready to officiate any meeting that the president announces he will be unavailable for. Between the two of them, they should be able to officiate any chapter meeting. In addition to his standby duties to officiate the chapter meeting, the Vice President is responsible for maintaining the membership roster. And probably the Secretary and the Vice President have the most onerous tasks in the chapter, and I've been the Secretary, so I'm going to tell you they're not that tough. Once we get the roster updated, it's easy to add somebody every other week or so. Once we have the correspondence linked up, it's really easy to keep in touch with everybody. So both of those offices basically run themselves. As I just touched on, the Secretary's job is to maintain correspondence between the chapter and its membership. I have to create and distribute accurate minutes of our monthly meetings in time for the next meeting's review, and then if they're accepted, that's the end of my duties. So President, Vice President, Secretary, that's really all they do. Treasurer is responsible for the bank accounts, keeping our records, so that's also a fiduciary responsibility, and we thank Bob for stepping up so far and helping us with that. But anybody can keep the books with with modern technology, with electronic applications. So if you would like to help Bob with the treasury right now, I'm sure that he would teach you everything he's doing so that you can stand for election. And if you decide to stand for any of these offices, I guarantee you the current holder of that office and anybody who has in the past will be more than happy to share their wisdom and wit with you. And step up, people. This is a blessing waiting to be picked up off the table. Just serve at the chapter level.
Thank you, Rick, for that. So with that, keep in mind for elections for next month. So
I did not open the nominations for secretary. I'm serving right now, and I should issue the caveat that I volunteered to serve as the secretary for the Inland Empire chapter, who are in an election cycle right now themselves. If I am elected to that office, I do not doubt that I could do both of the offices with this caveat. I may not be able to attend every meeting because I am about to return to my employment. I am a substance abuse counselor, and I've been off duty since before the reunion, and I just have to get back to work. So as long as I can get somebody to record the meetings, as Big Tom is doing for me right now, I will be responsible for the minutes should I continue to serve as your secretary. I will open the nominations from the floor for the position of secretary of the Santas of the OC. Any nominations from the floor for the position of secretary? Craig? Did I hear you say something? No. Okay. Senator Kerwin accepts that.
I will volunteer my services to do video.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Craig. That lightens the burden enormously. For anybody who would be interested in serving as secretary, Craig Honoroff is a whiz with the studio equipment. He has just volunteered to record the meetings for us. So anybody that volunteers to be secretary, he's going to provide you with a videotape. All you have to do is transcript according to a model. A template I'll give you. Okay. Final chance to offer nominations from the floor for the office of secretary. All right, secretary's closed, as the first two are. Final nominations for treasurer of Santas of the OC. I nominate the incumbent, Bob Callahan. Bob, you accept nomination? Thank you. Open the floor to other nominations for the position of treasurer, or just anybody who would like to learn how to be the treasurer and help Bob with it right now. All right. We'll close the nominations for all four offices right now and reopen them in a timely manner in April. Thank you, Ted, Bob, and Diva for your service.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, too. So with this, we have upcoming activities. Santa Robert, on a yearly basis, coordinates a visit with Diana Frayling at the Windswept Ranch for Santas to have their pictures in the Santa suit. And it is fun and exciting to see 3 and 4 Santas in Mrs. Claus. you know, with pictures walking through the farm that she's got. So it's enjoyable. So anybody interested, we're trying to get confirmation from Robert if he's able to do that again this year. So please keep that in mind.
How many people in this room have had their picture taken with Diane's reindeer? How many people in this room, that's the only picture you have of you with an actual live reindeer? That's me too, guys. So thank you, Diane. This is an opportunity for you to take your regalia and get real professional photographs of you with a live reindeer.
Is that actually considered?
Robert Tatangelo will provide us with further details at the next meeting.
Yes, with last year's pictures, Diana had hired a photographer that actually took bunches of pictures. And for each individual that they take the pictures, they will send you those in an email link. And I think he sent me probably about 20 to 25 pictures. Some of them are due, but they're priceless. They're great pictures. I get comments all the time about it. So it is a fun time up there. And then they sometimes throw in that tore down musical road, whatever it is. So that's another benefit.
And you can ride a real live camel before you go home.
If you're not over 250 pounds.
If you're not over 250 pounds, it's true.
Or you can see a day-old camel being born.
Yeah. Okay, with that, I have on my notes that Viva's setting up a all Santa, all 3 chapter Santa picnic with Mrs. Claus, elves, and/or family members.
Yeah, June 22nd, we're going to have our picnic at Irvine Park. And I will be there first thing in the morning. We'll have our spot. If you were there a couple of years ago, we'll be in that same spot. I'll be sending out a flyer on Facebook Forbes, as well as my own. If you guys can send it out to the masses from your own as well, share it. It would be appreciated. It'll be a potluck thing. Sam Bernie's bringing his barbecue grill for us. And there's lots of shade where we are too. So even if it's a little warm in June, we still have lots of shade where we'll be. On that flyer will be where we are located in that park, okay? I think it's a $5 charge to get in, but that'll also be on my flyer. So that's separate. You have to pay for that yourself. That's a carload. So bring 3 or 4 Santas with you. June 22nd.
Is that going to be our June meeting?
It will also be the Orange County Chapter's meeting. We'll have a brief meeting, you know, bam, 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 be done, and have fun.
Okay, so with that, Santa Bob Osterhout, if you'd like to say a few words.
And she said put 3 or 4 Santas in a car. I think that is the definition of a car load. If that's worth $5 to them, it's worth 20 just to get the picture.
Okay, so just before Bob takes the microphone, what's green and stays out all night?
What's
patio
green?
furniture.
Last month I talked to everybody about the CPW workshop. That's a Christmas performers workshop that Santa True will be putting on in July. It's a great deal, $200 for the weekend. It's 2 days. It's going to be held in Anaheim in July. I've got a sign-up sheet. If you're seriously interested in it, I'll sign you up here. All right, so I'm in the back corner back there by Casey.
If you're a new Santa, every professional Santa will agree with me when I recommend professional training in your first couple of years. There is a tremendous opportunity to augment your income if you apply your skills and learn how to be a diligent and professional Santa. You can shortcut. Some of us had to learn the hard way. It took me 8 or 9 years and a lot of gigs to learn some of the pattern and routines and things that I have right now. Go to one of these schools, pay attention, take notes, and you can become a 3 or 4 year Santa in 3 days. You're fine.
So at this point, we'd like to recognize Kathy Perron.
Yes. Okay, thank you. You guys, can I just have your attention? Ladies, the class that Santa was just talking about, it's $175 for the ladies. So please consider taking that class. I've taken a lot of Santa Trees classes, and I have really benefited from that class. So I just wanted to share that. And then I wanted to share something else that's going on today after the meeting. We're going to go to Balboa Island. For those that want to follow us out there, the Ren Spooner shirt rep is going to be at JP Maxwell's today. You can preview the new 2019 holiday shirt. And once again, Maxwell has given us a big discount on that shirt of $78, tax included, and you can pre-order. And also, he will have, they have over there, they're the official, Ren Spooner is the official professional baseball league logo for shirts. So like the shirt that Santa Pete was wearing, they have 3 new prints that are available today. So if you're going to the game and you really want to show your team spirit, come down there and get your shirts for the game too. So.
Thank you, Kathy.
And I want to follow up real quick on a note that she made about Mrs. Claus and professional training. I have to tell you that I've been doing this now for 16, 17 years, and I am amazed at the increase of standalone Mrs. Claus business that I see developing out there. Diva works as much as I do during the season now, and not just with me. I only did maybe 5 gigs with her this year. She did gigs with 5 other Santas this year, and she did gigs by herself this year at a number of venues. So Mrs. Claus's, that's another reason that I'm glad that the chapter is beginning to recognize Mrs. Claus's as standalones. While the Fraternal Order still maintains its real bearded integrity, the chapters can easily open up and recognize the professional Mrs. Clauses. And I'm glad that we do this at our chapter.
Okay, so Santa Claus the house is passing around some of the CPW sheets. So please take time and ask for one or get in touch with them separately. I would like to tell you that San Diego chapter is doing the annual breast cancer fundraiser at the Elk Club on 23 June, which is a Sunday. And contributions, donations, and help is appreciated. Tickets, I believe, became available at our last meeting earlier this month, but I did not make that, so let me ask Jacqueline and Glenn. Were tickets sold or passed out at our San Diego meeting for the fundraiser, or will they be available soon? You know.
Wednesday?
No,
they haven't passed them out yet.
Okay, so tickets will be available shortly. So anybody interested in that, I belong to all 3 chapters, so you can get in touch with me and I can get you X number of tickets if you'd like to. It's yeah, chili and baked potato. Sunday. Okay. So at that point, we have Santa Pete here, and he's going to talk about the Angels game. He has taken over for Santa Lawrence for the Angels representative. So.
You ready? That's
So at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Santa Pete for the Angels tickets and update.
Okay, my name's Santa Pete. Right now we've got 80 seats.
Use the other microphone.
Yeah.
Check 1. Oh, he's not on.
I turned it on.
Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2, okay. Okay, my name's Santa Pete. Right now I've got 80 seats reserved for the baseball game at Angel Stadium on June 29th. We're going to try and make it to 100 tickets. If we do, then we're supposed to get a freebie from the stadium, a free gift for everybody. I don't know what it'll be. But anyway, tickets are available to purchase now for $22. You can either charge
or pay cash.
Oh, you have them?
We are prepared to take payments for the tickets today. And in fact, we're prepared to take payments for anything today. So.
Actually, we don't have the tickets in hand yet. I've got to pay for all of them before they give them to me, so it's a pre-sale.
So please help him. He stepped up in a big way for us and took over this annual tradition when Santa Lauren and Diane had to drop out due to medical problems. Santa Pete stepped up and put his credit card on the line. So please find it in your heart to buy your tickets early this year. We are prepared to take your orders right now. And anybody that buys 100 tickets today can have this shirt he has on. Thank you.
I've actually got one neighbor who bought 25 tickets.
He has a neighbor that bought 25 tickets because there are people out there that want to sit with you.
As I mentioned in the flyer,
Imagine that.
we almost always get on TV when we go to the Angels games.
You mean the kiss cam?
No kiss cam. No. Okay.
The seats are out by the bullpens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be down the left field line, probably left center, like they were in the past several years. So it is a fun time. In past meetings, we have had a tailgate out in the parking lot. So we'll try to get that going too if we can get Santa burning. And I'll get in touch with him to see if he can bring the crew. So. Okay. So. Okay. One last thing that I have at this point is Stephen will sing the national anthem at the Rancho Cucamonga game.
August 31st.
August 31st. And it's a fun time. And the Santa's in attendance as we do get to get out on the field behind her while she sings the national anthem, and we do get to sing doo-wop if she doesn't tone us out. So,
join Santa's posse.
So at this point, go ahead, turn it over to Greg.
Do we do activities for next month?
Come on, baby.
Okay, you probably saw it go out the other day by accident, but next month is Rodrigo's in Tustin. It's on the back of your little, your minutes, treasurer's report, pardon me. And so we're at Rodrigo's, 11 a.m. on the 20th of April. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And before we move on,
And RSVP.
Please.
Thank you, the people
Morty knows.
okay. All right, I'm going to reopen new business very briefly here to remind you guys that Forbes offers a variety of memorabilia. Thank you. Forbes logo memorabilia. We have, for instance, a chapter patch. We have a Forbes logo lapel pin. We have both the military class, you won't find one in there, baby, the brooch back pin and the military class pin. We also have the Forbes zipper pull. So those are all pieces of Forbes memorabilia. All three of those are available for $7 a piece. I can take orders for those today. The patch, the chapter patch is only $5. We also have, you guys have seen me wearing my official Forbes shirt to functions, my red shirt. And on the back, we have the Forbes crest patch. And on the front, we have the Forbes pocket patch. The 5-inch pocket patch is only $6. The Forbes backpack, the back patch, is $30. We have 4 of the large patches available for $30 a piece. We have 25 of the smaller patches available for $6 each. And then, like I said earlier, all of this is available today. You can buy all of these today. We will also have some more memorabilia available. If you go to the website, ForbesSantas.com, you can go to Forbes Stuff. There's a navigation tab for Forbes Stuff. And there you'll find out how to buy our nag tags, how to get a Justin's reactivated the Forbes ring for us. So the Forbes ring is now available again. The order form is on the Forbes Stuff page. We have the Forbes logo memorabilia, patches, decals, things like that available. So we're starting to, we want to get our corporate logo out there a little more. So, you know, you guys help us out.
Thank you, Rick.
Here you go, baby.
So thank you, Rick, and thank you, David. I would like to hand the microphone over to Ted real quick. Excuse me. It was a social visit.
Sorry, thank you, Santa Ted, Mr. Vice President. Just reminded me, I also brought our supply of recruiting cards in keeping with the theme of elections and service. New blood will really serve this chapter well. So grab some cards. You don't have to be a great salesman at all. If you see somebody that looks like they could be a Santa Claus, this card makes a really nice conversation opener. You just walk up to them and say, has anybody ever told you you look like Santa Claus? I have never had anyone get angry at my, I've had people say I hate kids or something like that. All right. I think it's got something to do with the way the women are approaching these guys. Okay. Anyway, the cards that we offer you, and I have boxes of them here, feel free to take a handful of them when you go today. Have these in your wallet. Have at least one of these in your wallet at all times. And when you see a guy who looks like he could be Santa, walk up to him and hand him the card. Our web address is on the back. All he has to do is go online.
So thank you, Ted, for that social visit, and thank you, Rick, for the reminder of the cards. I had the pleasure of going to Disneyland with Santa Joe Mystic back in November, and it was a Disney vacation for them. They put things on in California Adventure, and as we were going through the park from, I think it was 7 o'clock in the evening to 1 in the morning, even though the park closes at midnight or 10 for the kiddies, Joe found a couple people that he asked me to give those cards to. So it doesn't matter. The cards are different for each chapter because it will refer to you to a local site, whoever you're affiliated with, depending on the cards that you're giving out, that they are available regardless of which chapter you're working with. So, since Diva said the flyer for next month's meeting and RSVP, we are pretty much done. I would like to say thank you to Laura Rumpke for her time for the Relay for Life. So please remember June 1st. She would like visitors, volunteers, everybody that has time that can support. One of the things for me is, I know we do the breast cancer for angels, is yesterday I found out that a person that I had been dealing with for several years, a bright smiling face, a warm handshake, a great hug, that kind of deal, I found out that he passed away with cancer. So tomorrow is never promised, so anybody that you know in your life, please take time to appreciate them. And that's one of the reasons that I do send cards and letters in the mail. So I want you to know I hope to be the friend that you have. So at this point, do we have a total for all of it? Yes. Okay. So we will just about be done.
All right, thanks to all your generosity today, we collected $176. $76 is going, wait, I said that wrong, pardon me. We collected $151. 76 of that is going into the charity. I figure you wouldn't mind if I threw that extra buck in the charity fund. So we've got $75 going out today, split into two winners.
So with that, is there a motion to end the meeting?
I'll make a motion to end the meeting.
Is there a second for the motion?
Second!
And is there a vote to end the meeting to adjourn?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sounds like a resounding yay. So vote has been carried unanimous.
Meeting is closed?
Meeting is adjourned.
Push the red button. Thank you.